Actually, what is death? Death can be defined as the end of life of a person or an organism. We think that death has occurred when our heart stops functioning, but scientists said that the person can be declared as dead only when his brain stops functioning along with his heart. Sounds somewhat interesting, right? Yeah. After a person is dead, his body completely decomposes, but what's fascinating here is 21 grams of mass is released into the universe in the form of energy from microtubules of our body. This energy has its own dimension which we call it as soul. According to Vedic literature, this soul leaves from one of the 9 holes, and the hole through which it leaves decides the destination of the soul. This process is known as rebirth or reincarnation. The soul, which has an internal energy, can be called as consciousness. Some of electrical discharges occurring throughout the nervous system can be termed as consciousness. The awareness of our own experiences, the awareness that you have your own thoughts, makes up what we call as consciousness. As electrical energy produces heat, sound, light, etc. depending on the device through which it passes, similarly the energy of consciousness functions through 3 different but closely connected entities: the mind, the intellect, and the personality. Whenever a person dies, this consciousness is energy which transfers from one body to the other. The person who possesses high intellect can remind of his past life when the consciousness enters his body. We have many such true cases in our world. One such case is with Shanti Devi, which she had recalled her past life, which had been proved. Swami Vivekananda mentioned in his principles about reincarnation. So, the Bible, which is followed by almost 84% of world's population, mentioned about reincarnation. The Egyptians believed in reincarnation. Scientists are trying to prove life after death using quantum theory. As per quantum theory, a particle stores information in the form of wave function. In a similar manner, we store our information in the brain, which can be considered as a floppy disk in the form of spiritual quantum field, which can be termed as consciousness. When we die, our brain will die, but the spiritual quantum field retains its energy and it will be released into the universe. According to quantum mechanics, a particle can be present anywhere at the same time, that is, in multiple points. This theory can also be extended to the universe, which states the existence of multiple universes. Quantum theory stated the existence of multiple universes, and there is no theory which contradicts the existence of multiple universes. After death, our consciousness may also transform from one universe into another universe. Also, the consciousness may have transferred from other universes. Due to the lack of proper intellect and personality, he may not recall his past life. Considering the example of Anita Moorjani, who was the author of Time to Be Me, had a near-death experience. Her soul had traveled into the universe and again entered into her body. Robert Lanza had written a book named Biocentrism, which describes how life and consciousness are keys to understanding the nature of universe. Consciousness exists outside the constraints of time and space. Scientists are trying to download our consciousness, which can be projected as a holographic image with which we can interact with a person even after his death. By Einstein's principle, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. In the same way, our consciousness is energy which can neither be created nor be destroyed, can be transformed into another dimension.